So I'm just going to finish off the end of this video properly because I realised that my hand blocked a lot of the important information. So I'm just going to drop off the foot again and place the correct zipper foot onto the machine. Just take all those tails away. Right, so I'm going to be sewing over my original stitching, folks. You wouldn't be doing this. I've already done the first stitching today in navy, but it's just because of the video quality. Anyway, so what I want to do is I want to line up the fold on the left hand side of the fabric against the number 10 or the number 1, so that's like 1 centimeters. Okay, once you have that lined up, you want to set your presser foot down and then you're going to lower your needle. Okay, I'm going to make this stitch nice and big just so that you can see it, but you would use just your normal length of stitch. Okay, so that's all in line. So what I'm going to do now as I go down is I'm going to make sure this fold line always lines up with the 10 or the 1 centimeter. Okay, let's go for it. Your tacking will be holding this in. And let's switch it on. There we go. And forward and back to secure it. And then continue the whole way down. So I'm not looking here, I'm looking over there at that 1. Okay, and you'll notice in a second that this here is going to get in the way, so we'll sort that out in a moment. Okay. So what we need to do now is, before the puller gets in the way, is make sure that the needle is in the work. You're going to lift up your foot to create some space and then zip up, okay? Then set your presser foot back down and continue very slowly. You can just use your hand for the last couple of stitches if you wish, until the last stitch is level with where you started and finished your seam, okay? Then we're going to lift up the foot, pivot, and set the foot back down and come forward. Now please be aware, if you've got a metal zip end, you need to be really careful here, because I wouldn't press with my presser foot. I would just do this by hand, okay? So I can feel a little bit of resistance there because my zip is plastic. And now we're over to the other side. So I'm now going to go up the other side. Lift up your foot, pivot around with the needle, and then you're going to peel back this other edge so you can get in really nice and close to the bottom here. So this side you're not following any guidelines, no numbers on the machine plate, you're just stitching really nice and close in here. What I normally do is line up the side of the metal foot with the side of the teeth there, and that normally works really well. Okay, so we can foresee another little issue here in a second, so you just be aware of that. And when we come up to the top, this puller is now going to get in the way this direction. So again, just make sure that the needle, eye of the needle, is in the work, only very slightly. Lift up, take the zipper puller and pull that back, okay? Pull that way back. And because you've got your needle in the machine, it means that your work won't go anywhere. Set it back down, come up near the top, and then we're just going to reverse that in place. Lift it up, take it out to the side, and then the final check for you is to make sure that it zips up and down and it's all caught in at the back as well. So you can see my new lines of stitching there in white, and also you can see it there in white and enlarged. Okay folks, that is your zipper in place. Thank you.